Hello, everyone. Again, I made a lovely mistake. It wouldn't be the first stream of a new series without making mistakes, though. How are you all? I hope you're all good. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Rex. Appreciate you guys coming by. All right. So this is Plaguebound. Plaguebound is a dark fantasy where a sentient plague is taking over the world, and it's slowly spreading out. We are not playing in that world yet, though. We are going to be starting in at the beginning of the plague. So we are going to be experiencing the world before the plague has taken root. So that being said, let's go ahead and introduce some of our players because you guys all know me because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. You, the background, is that it matches the world. How you doing, Skillum? All right. So with us today we have DM Nail, who is going to be playing Pipsqueak. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm GM, or DM/GM Neil. Um, I met Dave at PAX Unplugged, and I like playing and also running role playing games.
Uh, Real quick question. Somebody has a quick question. Is the plague human? Ooh, thank you, Musical Rogue. Uh, is the plague human and the players are aliens? No, the players are local to the world. The plague is an alien. Um, and then we have Eric. Eric, why don't you tell the folks at home who you are? You're muted. Why are you muted? Is everybody else hearing him and just not
No,
me?
No, he's
he was
gone.
muted. Also, Neil was super quiet for me.
All right.
Yeah.
While you figure that out, Eric, we're gonna go on to Scrat. Scrat,
Oh,
a squirrel plays. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Happy to be here. I have the A Squirrel Plays channels where I do a few things involving TTRPGs, but this is the first time I get to be a player in a campaign. So normally I'm the one running it. Super stoked.
I just turned up DM Neil, so guys should be able to hear him better.
Hello.
There you are.
And then Eric, are you back?
I think I'm back.
He is.
Can you hear
Let's-
me? Good. I refreshed. The joy of refreshing. I'm Eric, and sad to say, the old person of the bunch. I've been playing D&D for a really, really long time, so I'm excited to play this new system created by my good friend Dave. We've known each other for about 4 or 5 years. We met on Discord, actually, and Dave was kind enough to be a robot in our D&D game. So I am excited to help him by, joining in this beta test of a really fun new system. So I'm excited.
He should be fixing. I just increased his thing. He should be better now. We'll give it a few minutes, and if it's not better, I'll increase his buffer a little bit more. And then we have Choco Mojo. Is that how you say it? Did I say it right?
Chalk Mojo. It's Chalk Mojo.
Choc Mojo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I know you're
Chalk
by another
is-
name, so I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'll just
no,
do
I know.
Chalk.
Everybody either generally refers to me as Chalk or Muju, as the others. So yeah, I'm Chalk. I work in the tabletop and TTRPG industry, and I have the curse of the session 0. So I have been attempting to play TTRPGs for decades. Because I'm probably the other old one in the group. And I am one of those that as soon as you get your character made, the party disbands because of some sort of life thing. So I'm very rusty when it comes to playing because I generally never get through anything other than character creation.
Well, we're past that now.
I know. I'm excited. I've gotten like a one shot, and now I'm in a campaign. So.
All right. Well, I hate to tell you this, but I gotta go, guys. I'll see you later.
No. You're not allowed to leave.
All right. So, the scenario that these folks are finding themselves in is they were at a city called Ergon. Ergon is a city in the northern part of the human territory, and it's fairly large. It's large enough so it's very diverse. It has multiple species living in it. They have all answered a letter from the Adventuring Guild reaching out to them to try to help a small little town called Eastern Mill solve their mystery of their missing hunters. They've had hunting parties that have gone missing, and they are looking for help with that. So that is where the scenario lies. I'm going to switch over to the map so people can see things. Let's start with Choco. We're going to go ahead and talk about who you are playing, and let us know a little bit more about them.
So I am playing Alaric. There's my handy dandy sketcheroo that I did the other day.
Love it.
Alaric is relatively young. They are sort of a foundling, so the hunt is really important to their species, and they were sort of being taught about the importance of it. And something happened. If you asked Alaric about it, they wouldn't be able to tell you because they don't know. But they are still relatively young, but learning. They're a cleric. They believe in kind of the power and importance of sort of maintaining the natural balance. But they're still young, so they're still figuring some stuff out.
And your species is a Craighorn, which are basically owl bear with opposable thumbs. So it should be fun.
And antlers.
And antlers. Oh yeah, and antlers. They do have
They
antlers.
had me at antlers,
yeah. Scrat, let's go ahead and take a look at your character. Who are you playing?
I am playing Poe, which is short for compost, and I'll let you figure out why. He is Enokin, right? Isn't that how you say it?
Enokin, yeah. Enokin.
Yes, they are a mushroom race, as you can see. And they're
very heavenly, westernly.
Yeah, you got the samurai thing going on. So in Dave's lore for Plaguebound, they are very familiar with death.
know I can't say owlbear, and it won't be in the actual book as owlbear, but that's what it is.
For the time being. But anyway, per Dave's lore, they very familiar and comfortable with death because that's how mushrooms work. They come out of dead things, so for them, dying is not this terrible thing. It's actually something to be celebrated. And Poe, he was kind of born into the manual labor thing and didn't really want to do it. He wanted to get out and adventure some. He's a very easygoing guy. He just wanted to see the world. It's not so much the fighting he cares for, but because he was born a manual labor, he's kind of large and bulky. He is also completely oblivious to sarcasm and idioms, so he's going to struggle a little bit, and that's going to be very hard for me personally because I was born and raised in sarcasm, so we'll see how well I can pull it off. But that is Poe.
That's a good suggestion, Eastkillum. Foul bear. I might use that. That is Poe. So, and then we have DM Neil. You are playing Pipsqueak. What's Pipsqueak like? I can't hear it. All right. Oh, we got a mask.
Character.
Oh, I can't hear you, DM Neil. Are you guys?
My name's Pipsqueak. I'll try that again with my mic on. That probably would be better. Everyone calls me small. All the other species call me small. I'm not small. That makes me very angry. And I'm a berserker with a giant sword like twice my size, and I like to smash things.
All right. And then we last but not least, but not unheard of, we have Eric, who is playing Terry, the only human.
Hi. The only human in this strange group of folks. I'm glad to meet you all. I'm a little bit of a street magician. I try to make my living, making a little money here and there, the little 3-card Monty and that sort of thing. And how I hooked up with this group, I'm not really sure, but they're a lovely, lovely bunch. From their antlers all the way down to their wee little bodies. And I'm glad to learn and follow along and help out where I may. And I have to say, I'm kind of good at sneaking around and opening doors that are locked and, disappearing in a crowd, if you know what I mean.
And sadly, we do have another player who will be joining us later. He has had some medical issues that he needs to have addressed, but he will be joining us not today, but later in the adventure. So it's a brisk, sunny day. You guys have spent about a day traveling to the Eastern Mill. And as you come into the Eastern Mill, who is probably nothing that you can see because you probably don't have characters on there yet. Give me a sec. Oh, Alric, Pipsqueak, and Terry. There we go. And none of you can still see, can you?
I'm trying to close out all the characters that are popped up on my screen. So. No.
It's all black for me.
It says game paused.
God.
Put vision on the map or the tokens.
And if I'm still crackling, I'm going to go grab my headphones.
You're still crackling.
You are still crackling.
I will be back. Give me 2 seconds.
The only human has given all the flags of the group dead already. You are locked in. I am sorry. All right. So this is Plaguebound. It is using the Ironbound system while we wait for Eric. The Ironbound system is a D12 system that uses pool structures to do different things. They are used for health, they're used for abilities, they're used for boosting the roll when you need to boost that roll. So we are you guys can all see the map now, right?
Yeah, but I do have one question before we get started.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to look before we did. You have the equivalent of karma. Was that pool points you get when you fail a roll? Or
yeah, when you fail a roll, you gain 1 pool point.
Okay. All right. I'm good.
Unless you have fail forward, then you gain 2.
I got fail forward.
I don't remember. You got fail forward?
Yep.
That's all right. I'm gonna teach you as you go, so it's not super important. I just want to zoom out so people can see the map. All right. So you guys have been traveling for probably, like I said, about a day. It's nice and sunny. As you come near the Eastern Mill, you start hearing people shouting and screaming at each other. It's what they're saying, but there's a lot of blame game that seems to be going on. Like they're saying, Garwin, it's definitely your fault. You're the reason why we're in this situation. You're the leader. Take responsibility. And then you hear an old lady saying, "Don't always blame him. It could be other reasons." So you're hearing a lot of bickering between some townsfolk.
And we already know why we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You guys are here for you guys know that you guys are here to find lost hunters.
Okay.
We gotta.
Did we find a sign in the wall or something that led us here? Or how do we all know each other?
You guys all went to the Adventuring Guild looking for work, and this happened to be the exact same job that you all seem to choose.
Very good. So we don't know each other very well. No biggie. If it's okay with you, these all look like my kind. If it's all right with you, I'll go introduce myself, and you can follow behind. Sounds good?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm a small little bundle of. Actually, I don't like when people call me small.
I'm a little large and
Little.
fluffy, so I might be intimidating.
Aye, the three of you might leave the wrong impression. They might grab their weapons rather than want to talk. So I'll just scoot on ahead there a little bit, Dave, and introduce myself. Hello there! Hello! Sorry to interrupt. We're from the Adventuring Guild. My name's Terry, and these are my fellow adventurers. We're here to help. So if you could just point us in the direction of whatever you need.
See,
help.
I told you I was getting help. Hi, I'm Garwin.
Garwin, what a wonderful name. Nice to meet you, Terry. Behind me is some other folks. We've got the one with the large hat, which she calls a head. That's Paul. And then the dangerous one. Not as tall as the rest. He's he's over there. His name is I forget. And then the tall one's name is Alaric. And well, she's here to make sure we do it all right.
Oh, I'm glad to see that we got somebody to come. That post has been up there for a week. So you probably need a little bit more information on what's going on.
Aye, that we do.
So let's. So basically, we've had 2 hunting parties that have gone missing, and a little girl. What happened was the first hunting party went out. Thank you, whoever that was. You guys didn't hear that, did you?
Just
A gentle
barely.
scream from the background.
Yeah, maybe I'm the one doing all the. But anyways, so
Source of echo has been found.
it might be me. I might have to work on it. So you completely threw me off, Stellar. So about 2 weeks ago, we had a party during that meteorite structure storm that we had the other day. About 2 weeks ago, they went out hunting, and we weren't concerned for a couple days, but it was about a week and a half, and we were concerned. So we sent a party, our other hunting party, the only other hunting party we have, out to go find them, and they haven't returned yet either. Unfortunately, 2 days ago, a young sister of one of the hunting parties from the second group ran away trying to find her brother. So right now we have 3 people from the first hunting party, 3 people from the second hunting party, and then this little girl who is missing. They've gone out into the forest. I'm more than happy to show you, draw on a map for you where our hunting lounge is, hunting lodge is. I can talk today, I swear.
I was really hoping for the lounge.
And I'd be happy to point you to the direction that they went, or supposedly went, and answer any questions that you have.
Oh, plenty of questions. I'll let the others go first.
They do get destiny dice, sorry. Anybody have questions?
Yeah, how old is the wee cub?
She was about 11.
And for humans, how little does that make the wee cub?
Little enough so she could probably do most stuff on her own, but still should be supervised.
So her being missing for weeks, it's not good.
Not good at all. No.
Self-sufficient at all?
I mean, she's
Has she
somewhat
been
self-sufficient.
hunt trained and gathering?
She has been trained to do most kitchen stuff. Not really out in the wilds, but she does spend a lot of time out in the wild, so she probably knows some abilities to survive.
Okay.
Poe, just oblivious, will say, that is unlikely.
Shh. You're not likely to find kitchens out in the wilderness, but we don't want to alarm them any more than they already are.
Well, if the others don't have any questions, then I've got a good one. And I just want you to take this the wrong way or anything, but that's seven now you've got gone, right? And at some point, I assume you you were able to scrape together some kind of, incentive for those who might be willing to find the 7. So I was just wondering, how much are we going to get paid?
We don't have much. We're a small town. But we've scraped together probably 150 to 200 gold. A little bit more if you're willing to take a sheep.
Baked goods?
Sorry, I've already got a girlfriend, if that's what you're asking.
I wasn't
I'd be
asking. I
honest,
was
maybe about pastry.
I was offering one of our sheep for.
Oh, you're offering to pay us in mutton. Well, that's very nice of you.
I like sheep. And, attacking things, so I think we should go with Taculon human guy and everyone else.
While you guys are bartering your pay, you hear the sheep and the cow moo and baa really loudly.
Do you hear that?
I definitely hear that. Does anybody see them?
They're coming. You can definitely tell they're coming from this direction.
There they are.
Sheep worth more than the
concerned
gold.
sound?
It was a concern sound. It didn't sound like they were pleasant. It sounded like they were in danger, per se. They definitely were not the happiest. And then you hear a fence break.
I know that sound. That is the breaking of the woods.
So Terry will. I'm assuming this is coming from the south, right? Sort of the southeast.
Looks
Yeah,
like
it's
the
coming
south,
this direction.
Yeah. The southwest.
Got it. So Terry will scamper to the building, which I assume is part of a house or a barn there, and he will just vanish right behind the house.
Go ahead and move. You shouldn't be able to move now.
All right. If I can. Maybe.
Of course, we didn't test this last week,
Right.
So. And you're gonna vanish?
I am.
Oh, you marked it as I marked it.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to be helpful.
You are helpful. Now, you guys aren't used to somebody just uprighting and vanishing in front of you.
No, so that was a literal vanish.
That was a literal vanish, yes.
Little vanish.
Okay. You hear like a couple loud clacks from Alaric. That's and like an agitated beak clacking. Then all the head feathers kind of ruffle, and they just look around at the other two and are like, "Did everybody just not see that?"
That's weird.
So,
but
a point of order on that, Dave, since we're all about everybody understanding how the game works. That was a feat. Do I need to roll for that?
No.
Do I roll? No? Okay, so it's just
No.
an ability that I can
Yep.
use. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's a feat that's hide in plain sight, right?
That is correct.
You have to use an arcane point to do it. Make sure you use your arcane point.
I will mark down an arcane point.
So is everybody, can they see their character sheets in the chat box and everything? Because all that's gone for me, and I tried refreshing.
I can still see mine, yeah.
Yeah, I can see mine.
Oh, I see the problem. Hold on.
There we go.
Did that work?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
All right. I will complete sneaking around towards where I can see where the sheep are and see if I can spot whatever broke that fence.
Sure, go ahead.
Now, while he's doing that, can Poe just walk over there directly?
Oh, I see something in the field.
Yeah, you can definitely can do that.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna tootle down too.
Someone
He's not the brightest, so he's just...
call me small. Owen? Hey, you fool! Oh, I don't like that! He takes out his giant war axe. That's Pipsqueak is like 3 feet, give or take. He's pretty small, and he has a giant war axe, or great axe that's about the same height, maybe probably bigger than him, and he like holds it over his head and just runs. I'm gonna see what's going up.
So everybody but Pipsqueak, because Pipsqueak can't see over the fence, sees this
hello.
big, burly bear that seems grotesque with this weird, like, oily substance coming off from him.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I assume we can hear Terry, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can still hear him.
Yeah.
I'm hidden, but not silent.
And you do see 2 other creatures to the side of him, what appear to be what you would consider wolves.
I would not consider that a wolf. I'd consider that a mistake.
And they're just tearing through this fence, and they start moving forward towards the animals, as the animals are starting to kind of crowd towards the houses.
I will get in front of these 3 sheep, still invisible, and I will scream at the sheep and give one of them a gentle nudge towards the creatures.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character to that spot. And with that, we will start initiative. So initiative in Ironbound is card-based. So I am going to make all of the monsters one group, and then we will begin combat. And Alaric, you get to go first. They get to go first.
I'm kind of far away. Like, I have a
You are.
sword. Yeah.
You are approximately about 50 feet. And I think you have a movement of 35. So
35. Yeah.
So you can
So
move
I'm-
35 feet with one action point.
Okay.
If you want to go further, you would have to use 2 action points to do so.
And each square is 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
I typically do 5 feet squares. If I do anything else, I will tell you.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of rush over here to where this little shrub is.
Mhm.
Okay. And then that's all I can do, right?
That is all you can do at this moment, unless you have a feat or something that you want to enable. Yeah,
All
you
my-
don't really.
No, all my feed is really around, like, well, I could do find weakness.
You could do find weakness. Yep.
So let's do that. Let's do find weakness.
Okay. Spend your mental point and you analyze the enemy, and get a boon to. So you find on the bear there seems to be like a rock that is glowing blue in his chest, and
Okay.
you will get a boon to him when you attack. So you will get 2 boons if you attack with your sword. So that would mean you
Okay.
roll 3 dice
To attack?
to attack. Yep.
Okay. And I could do that now with what I have left to be able to do?
Not unless you
No,
throw your
right.
sword at them. Right.
Let's not do that. That seems irresponsible. But I'm gonna like let everybody know, like, hey everybody, there's this blue glowy thing that I think we need to like try for that.
And I would just like to notate that the chat has said that they are far away, and I would like to deploy my tactical pipsqueak like a football, please.
Just chuck them on in.
All right. All right. So that's going to be your turn. So pipsqueak.
Yes. So, I'm going to take out his ladder. He has a collapsible ladder.
Is that your personal item? Is a collapsible ladder?
Yes.
That's what he chose. Yep.
Yeah.
I need that in real life, but
He'll climb and he's like, oh no, that's not good. But he looks at his other compatriots and he's like, yeah, if anyone wants to throw me because I need to get over there. Real quick, how now is movement in action?
Movement is 1 action point to move your.
And that's
move
up to your
distance.
speed?
Up to your speed. Yep.
Okay. And I believe mine was
I believe you are at 30.
30. So I think I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I can do that. Would pulling out his ladder and climbing that, would that be an action or 2 actions?
Nah, let it go.
Okay, cool. Because he can't see. So he's gonna get over here.
Jersey Joe says
Ha.
Pipsqueak brought me here, and I give you permission to treat him as a football if you desire.
only if he asks.
Yes, and I do. If you
All
can
right.
get me over close there to I can wreck things. If I can attack things, then yes.
So you're gonna
So-
get in his face and take a swing. Is that what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting at?
Absolutely.
All right. So if you go to your character sheet under items, you can go ahead and click the die next to your heavy slashing melee weapon,
Mm.
and it should pop up a dialog box that says boons or banes. You get 1 boon with this.
Mhm.
So hit +1, so it's 1, and then click roll.
Oh wow.
You got a 1 and a 9. You will need the target number is a 10 for the bear. So if you want to hit the bear, you will have to spend 1 physical point.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and spend that physical point and go ahead and roll the damage, which is the broken heart next to the item. 4 slashing damage. That was a bad roll.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I do need you to make me a mental check, though. So to do that, you just click the word mental.
Mm-hmm. And no boons or banes?
You would not have a boon or bane on this because.
Okay.
All right. You hack away at it. You slash through it. You cut a good chunk, and you're aiming for that crystal, and you just barely miss the crystal. But a good chunk of that black ichor comes flying at you and lands on your hands.
Get off.
And that would be 1 action point, 2 action point. That would be your 3 action points. You have 4 action points total. Do you want to do anything with your single action point?
I don't. From looking at the, I can attack again because that's 2. Toss them at him. Can I get this goo off of me?
Yeah, I'll let you flick it off with your hand with that action point.
Yep.
So that's what we'll do there. It is the bear's turn now. So the bear is going to rip through and try to bite Pipsqueak since it's so small. With a 10, we'll hit. And we'll do
Ouch.
5 points of physical damage. So you actually take none because you have a physical defense of 7.
I see.
And then it will swipe with its claws because it has 2 attacks. And it gets a critical success. That will be 18 points, so you will take 11 points of physical damage, which goes straight to your health first.
I see.
So this is how the party dies. Show how contagious the stuff is.
Is it possible to intervene or do any healing right now, or did we just make an hors d'oeuvre out of Pipsqueak?
Pipsqueak is okay. He still has 11 physical points and 2 health. He's still okay.
Okay.
He might not be in 2 seconds.
In good shape.
But right now he's okay. Yeah, the wolves are going to go, and they're going to try to bite at him, but they don't get a boon to their roll, so that will be a little bit harder for them to roll. Especially when they critical fumble.
I mean, rolling a 1 is great.
Wow.
Love that roll.
Yeah,
all right, so that will be the monster's turn. So Terry, you get to go up. So that sheep that you pushed is going towards them, but as the battle rears, it's now resisting quite a bit.
Got it. You stupid sheep. What's good out of you? I'll move up 20 feet. So I'll go to right there, and I am going to call in a little trick that my old mentor taught me. Let's see if we can take this bear out of the fight. I'm going to surround it in flames. And those flames are burning hot. it's feeling the heat, but it's also in between it and my good little friend, the one who just got smashed.
All right. And
My
you're doing this
new
with your
little friend.
illusion. You're doing this with your
I am.
illusionary?
I will be casting an illusion spell.
I would say because you want it to be real heat and feel the heat, it's going to be a TN10. So you'll have to roll that illusionary. Now you're a would-be wizard, so you don't get a boon to this.
Yes, that is correct. This may be the last thing I can do today, but we'll see. All right, and I just roll the die 12, correct?
If you go to Magical Societies and click the dice next to your
All
Magical Society.
All right. No boons. Roll.
12.
Look at that. That's a critical if I ever saw one.
That is a critical. Go ahead and roll your damage for that, which is the heart next to it, which I just put on, and click the critical checkbox.
All right. And I will roll that. 15 mental damage.
All right. It is 1 it is still up by 1, but it's not looking happy. And that would also make you visible too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, when I do that, I assume I use 2 action points. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Aye. All right. So I've got 1 more action point left, but I don't think I can use it because I did some movement, right?
You did. That would be 3 action points total. I think you're done because you don't have action hero.
The only thing I'm going to try to do... no, that's plenty. I've done enough.
Poe,
Woo.
what are you doing?
I have this thing, endless charge or something like that. Yeah, endless charge. So I get to run up to him for free and get a boon to hit him, right?
You do.
Okay.
Up to your movement.
Up to I might be just out of that.
Still up to your movement. You have 30 movement, so you know what? You're close enough. You could get to the wolf.
Yeah, that's.
I'll let you get to the wolf.
All right, that is the wrong button.
Are any of us ranged? Or are we all like close to medium melee?
I was planning on that for my second
We
level.
might have made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Planning on our part.
Technically, Terry has daggers he can throw.
I can throw
There
them.
you go.
Yes.
And I can throw the little guy.
We can't throw Blitzkrieg.
I want you to know, those illusions don't come free, so they are at a distance there.
Oh, man. All right, so I get to swing. You do the dice first, or let's see.
So if you're going to swing, you're going to go to your items and click the dice next to the katana.
Dice icon. And that's going to be a total
And
of...
you get 2 boons.
Yeah,
Because you charged forward and then...
I'm trained with the weapon, so...
10. That will hit.
All right.
Roll your damage.
Now we hit the heart button.
Yep. 8
Nice.
slashing damage. I would need you to make me a physical check, please.
How do we do that? We just hit the physical button.
Just click on the physical. Yep.
Boo.
Goo gets on you.
Gross.
It's all over your arms. Please make me a mental check.
Fantastic.
Okay.
It's in character.
All right. That will be your turn. So that would be beginning of the round. At the beginning of the round, everything reshuffles. So Pipsqueak, you go first.
And your points don't reset though. So if you used a mental, that's still down.
That's still down, correct. Your
Okay,
points
it's
do
just your
not.
action points that reset. Okay,
Just
cool.
your action points reset.
Perfect.
So my question about the illusion: did I use more arcane points when I did that? I assume I did.
No, no, you don't have to use arcane points. Nope.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, I'm figuring that out.
And your action points don't refresh until your turn.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right, so Pipsqueak, what are you doing? You're muted.
Still can't hear you. I can't
Slap
hear.
the mic. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I look at this bear that I barely hit last time, and I'm going to get really, really angry. I'm gonna rage.
Use your rage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You are successful at raging. Though you don't need to do that. You just tell me that you're going to do it. So you get two additional physical pool points. So you are at 12 because you can't go past your maximum. No. No, actually, I'm sorry. You would be at 13. I have to fix the system. It doesn't work like that yet. Because in Ironbound, you can't go past it, but you can in Plaguebound. All right, so what else are you doing?
I'm going to attack it with my my great axe.
Roll your attack. You roll with a boon, so roll again. Okay, 10.
Nice.
You go ahead and hit it. How do you kill it? Because it only has 1 hit point left.
You see this 3 foot tall creature of just pure chaos with a 4 foot tall great axe just slash right through it cleanly, and just you see his teethy little maw just big rage, but also with a big smile ha 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 ha, as he just kills it dead.
Excellent. I do want to point out that chat says range for a plague themed game. Sorry, wisdom was my dump stat. All right. That would be Alec's turn. What are they doing?
How is everybody's physical shape doing at this point? We've got
pretty much Pipsqueak's the one that's hurt the most. Pipsqueak's, but he also has lots of physical, so as long as he doesn't get hurt by mental or arcane damage, he's probably okay.
Okay. And so Poe and Terry are still in decent shape too, or?
Oh yeah, they haven't lost anything.
Okay, cool. So then, and when did who got killed? Everybody's still on the table.
Bear.
That one?
The bear.
The bear?
Yeah, here,
the bear?
I'll make him invisible so you don't see him.
Okay, cool. So I guess I'm just gonna rush in swinging. I have a melee weapon, because of course that's what I picked. And I'm gonna go after the little wolfie right here.
Okay, roll your attack. Go to your items.
Items.
Yep.
And then my melee, and then the little die.
Click the little die. Yep.
And no boons.
And you get a boon. You get a boon.
Okay.
Because you have a do you have a boon?
I don't remember.
I'm checking real quick.
I know I have them in some places, but
I'm checking. Hold on. Something that I should know because I wrote the system, but my brain is fried.
I don't understand.
Cleric. You do not. No, you choose a medium weapon type. Yeah, you get a boon with that. I'm going to mark it on your character sheet so we know.
Do +1?
Yep. Okay. You get an 11. Do you want to spend 1 physical point to make that a critical?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, drop your physical by 1, and then roll your damage and check the box that says critical.
Where? Oh, on the wait. Where am I checking that says critical? Where? What? What am I doing?
Go to items. Click the little heart that looks like it's broken.
Okay, there. Yes, this is critical. Yes, it is. Do you need to add a power die? I don't believe I do.
You do not.
I just hit roll.
Yep. 12 points of damage. Tell me how you
Roll
destroy
that-
this wolf.
I didn't even see the roll. But I'm gonna believe you. Lark just comes rushing in, whips out this not so large sword in comparison to the size of their overall fluffiness, and just throws every ounce of everything they've got at it. It's a complete overkill, like, swing, and it just the wolf is just in 2 pieces on the ground, and the sword is like a foot in the ground as well. So Lark's now trying to pull it out of the dirt.
All right. And that would be Terry's turn. What's Terry doing?
That's a great idea. I don't really want to get close to this thing. I'm seeing how messy the others are getting, and I like my armor the way it is. So I'm going to try to throw my daggers at it. I don't think I have a boon on that, but I'll throw them both.
You have a boon to that.
All right. Well, then. There it goes.
Roll your attack.
I will do it. Let's see here. Dagger. And do I give it a plus? Is that what I do?
Yep,
Give it a
plus 1.
Right.
Yep.
And then roll. How did I do?
You get a 9. That will hit.
Excellent. Then I will hopefully kill this thing.
Roll 2d. You're throwing both, right?
Yeah. Can I decide to make this a precision strike after I attack?
I think so. Hold on. Let me.
No, I probably can't because the precision strike says I have to take I
you have to beforehand.
Missed. Yep. That makes sense. All right, so I have to remember to do that next time. Damage.
So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll it one more time. Because you threw 2 daggers.
All right.
And I'll fix it so that if you're throwing. All right, so you got 5, 1 is 6, and plus 4 is 10. So you got 10. How does this dagger hit him just right to kill him?
Well, it's facing the little guy. The shorter than the other guy. And I'm gonna hit it right in the back of the head, right there at the back of the base of the skull, and hopefully, punch through the eyeball would be nice.
So the first dagger cuts his face, and then the second dagger, because it moved its head, you managed to get the second dagger directly through the skull.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we're not on initiative. Poe, this slime on your hand, this ichor. Thank you for resubscribing, Dan. Appreciate it. This ichor on your hand starts moving up your hand.
That's gross.
He'll just look at it and like, that is most unnatural. And just, that's all he knows how to do. Unless I need to make a save or something. Do I need to?
Is it visibly doing anything to the structure and integrity of Poe?
It's trying to get into his skin. You can see where it's digging at the skin, trying to get in.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
yeah.
I am a mushroom, and I have this wonderful ability to regrow limbs, so I will sever my own limb off.
All right, you chop your limb off, and it separates out, and it drops to the ground. It actually gets inside and it starts the hand kind of stands up like Thing from Addams Family and starts walking towards you.
Oh no.
I will light my torch, and I will take it to that hand first.
Can he do that?
So
or is he
you
gotta-
light. It's we'll let it happen.
Okay,
We're
that's
pretty
fine. Go
much
ahead.
done. So you light the torch. You stick it on the hand. The hand kind of grabs a hold of the torch and starts
Hey,
moving
what
up
the heck?
moving up the torch.
Oh,
Is
fantastic!
it fire resistant?
They are fire resistant. Yep.
Oh,
Jeez,
great.
this isn't good. Usually you can
Ah.
burn disgusting things, and at least that'll take care of it.
Yeah, Alark's just
Oy.
back there clacking. There's just this general clacking that's happening from this very agitated. Would
Water? I don't even know.
Chuckle. So
would,
You
would
look
ghostly
down.
sight?
you look down on the ground, and
Yeah.
the wolf that you killed,
Yeah.
the ichor is starting to move off from it onto the ground.
Okay. Does everybody see? Does everybody see that?
I'm pretty
That's
focused
weird.
on the hand, not being burned.
Would ghostly sight be something that could be used right now? Like, would that be worth
could-
using?
Honestly, no. It's not.
Okay.
It's not ghost based. You would be
I'm trying
able
to
to
think
see
if
the
any
bear.
of my clericiness would be, or speciesness would be helpful here.
Thanks for stopping by, Skellen. You might.
Like one with nature? Like, is there anything that would give me an idea to just get more information? Because what I'm
I will let
seeing
you
is
roll a
obviously
men-
out of balance. So
I will let you roll a mental check with a boon
okay.
to see
Okay.
if you can get any kind of information. It is
Okay.
alien, so it is going to be a hard roll.
Okay. No, I figure I just with how focused their species is on the whole balance of nature, this has got to be very alarming for me
Mhm.
because this is not
Very
okay,
alarming.
so I'm rolling with one boon, mental.
10. All right. You managed to. This is totally against every natural thing that you've been taught. As a fletchling, you're not sure what this is, and maybe you've never experienced it. But when you treat disease at home, you usually use magic to heal people. And that's what you get out of that roll. And this looks like a plague. It looks like a disease on
It's like
these
something that
creatures.
you would be extracting.
Right.
Okay. I think we should be really. Whatever is that hand shouldn't reanimate. It shouldn't be fire resistant. The stuff that's seeping, like it. This is not. None of this is natural. This is some sort of disease. This is some sort of thing that like we would normally pull from people. Like this is. None of this is okay.
You got me on that one. I agree. I'm gonna keep shaking the torch, trying to get that thing off of it.
Pip,
Can I
Pip
just
Squeak,
like,
I need you to make. Yeah, go ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna
Scott.
ask if I could just take my sword and like pin the hand to the ground with it.
Absolutely, you can do that.
All right.
Pip
So I
Squeak,
need
I
to
need you to roll me a physical check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You realize too late that the wolf ichor that was on the wolf next to you is now on your foot.
Ugh.
I can fix that.
No, not all of us can regenerate. Don't fix that. Can I heal? Can I attempt to heal?
You could
Pip
try.
Squeak?
You
Okay.
want to use your holy magic to do that?
Yeah. That would probably be the best one. I mean, I've got like healing light. But
You also
holy
have
seems like-
regular holy magic that you could roll.
right. Okay, so let me do that.
Unlike a wizard, though, you don't get a boon to it.
That's fine. I'm
Okay.
happy. I'm gonna roll. That was not great. Sorry,
That's
I'm young. I'm learning.
5 is not quite enough.
No,
You do
I'm
get to
gonna
use
figure.
mental. You do get to use mental pool on your holy magic. Do you want to spend? You have to get to at least 9.
So what I would
so that-
spend to
you'd
add
have
to add a boon.
You would
Or-
actually no. You would spend to boost your roll. So you would spend 5
4.
and 4 from your mental pool.
When does that pool reset?
It resets on rests.
Or
you
when
take
you
a
fail
rest.
rolls, you get a point. That's what I was asking.
Or when
at
you
the
fail
beginning of the game.
fail rolls, you do get a point. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spend it because this feels important to at least try.
Okay. All right. So you start to cast your magic, and it doesn't seem to work, and then you put extra effort into it, and the holy light shines down, hits the ichor, and just eradicates it.
Okay.
That being said, please roll your healing from that. So go to Magical Societies, click the little square with a plus on it,
Yeah.
and roll that health for me. Yep. You get 4 points of health back, Pipsqueak. As you are healed from your grievous wounds from this, as this ichor is destroyed. There is still ichor on the wolf, but the little piece that was crawling up him has been destroyed.
Yeah. So, I think we've learned something. And knowledge is power. I'm not going anywhere without the owlbear. They have suddenly become very important.
So you guys have fought on these creatures. There is still this ichor that is moving around their bodies.
Maybe heal the animals? Just a thought.
Did you say kill the animals?
No, heal them, bind their wounds with your magic stuff.
Oh.
Reverse
Ask
kill.
your god to make this shit go away.
The dead animals. What do I have that I could? Okay. I mean, I could try another. Do we want to try one on a wolf, and actually try and heal one?
You
of the
also have
horses?
healing aura,
I
which
do.
allows
Might
you
be
to
a
heal
better-
any within
anything
15
within a-
distance of you.
Okay, so let's do the healing aura because we're in a new. My action has reset, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let me do the healing aura.
Okay. Go ahead and spend the 2 mental points, and then go ahead and roll your power die for me. You can do that by clicking on power die. The words. We might die, but it'll be a great campaign.
Well, while she's finding that, is it too late to add hand sanitizer, Clorox wipes, and a mask to my character? Just checking.
Social
Packed
distancing.
inappropriately.
Pipsqueak, go ahead and get back 5 health points. And the bear, the wolf, and the 2 wolves, you just feel this holy energy just wash over you guys, and it just kind of like buries itself through the ichor as the ichor burns up from it.
Like I said, my new best friend.
She's mentally
Try it.
exhausted now.
Yeah, I've got nothing left. I need like a pastry and a nap.
I think we all could use a pastry dinner pretty much all the time.
I agree. That would actually be pastry.
Pastry.
Do we?
Is it too late to add holy oil and a flamethrower into the inventory? Rex says.
I have holy water. The flamethrower might be handy though.
I want a flamethrower.
I don't think the flamethrower is going to help us. I just want to point that out.
No. If it's fire resistant, we're.
I was thinking my torch would do something, but it looks like the only thing that's making it's going away is somebody's god.
So does everything, like, if we're looking around now, like...
All the ichor seems to be gone.
Okay. There's still a giant
thank
hole in
God.
the fence, though, but that's not technically our problem, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
is.
That is not technically your problem, no.
Okay. Have the villagers followed us over here? Did they see?
Oh
that
God,
there's
no.
been a-
They're kind of like hide. They're hiding. They're not fighters. Like, the only person who's crazy enough to be kind of near you guys is the old lady.
Okay.
And let me show you guys her.
So a lark's just gonna belt out really loudly because I'm assuming they have
Yeah.
a pretty loud voice that they can carry, and just be like, "We killed the creepy bad things, but there's a hole in your fence, and you're gonna need to fix it so your sheep don't escape. But it's safe
And-
to come out now."
Don't eat the bear. I would just say that along with the other.
You will see Gavin and the blacksmith of the town, Cedric, will come and be, all right, well, thank you. We will take it from here and rebuild the fence, I guess.
Aye, and you'll also figure out how to pay us more because you didn't say nothing about these things.
What things? Now, mind you, they didn't see any of the ichor because the ichor is now gone. All they see is a bear and two wolves.
So
Besides the fact that you've got two friends here, like wolves and bears hanging out together, which probably seems a little odd. But beyond that, you didn't see all the, disgusting crap. I mean, this guy had to cut his arm off. That's worth at least 100 gold.
oh yeah, that's gone now too. Never mind.
And the black gooey stuff got on me, and it was very icky. Like
Black
like
gooey
an
stuff?
ichor. Yeah, it was
Well-
black gooey stuff that was on the bear and wolf.
We'll make a request to the Baron to see if we can get more gold, but I don't know if we will.
Do you
Hey,
have a place
can
that we
always
can at least
ask.
eat and rest?
Absolutely. You can definitely stay at the tavern. I'm sure Eveline will be glad to have you at the tavern for the night if you would like.
That would be fantastic.
What time of day is it? I didn't even bother
It's
to ask.
almost
Probably 9 a.m.
It's you guys spent a day to get there, so it's probably late evening.
Late evening. I
Well-
don't think I want to go out into the woods with this.
I don't
this
want
garbage.
Not evening, but the sun is starting to set type thing. I don't want to say late. Mhm.
Like Alark's little ear tufts are sort of not. It's a very tired owl there.
Aye, that's would be grand. We will take you up on your rest, I think.
Actually, you're more like a bear owl because that's like
I am.
distinct,
I'm mostly, yeah.
legally distinct. It's not an
Owl
owl bear,
deer?
no, it's a deer owl.
Antler out, deer, yeah.
Owl
Deer owl antler bear thing.
I like foul bear.
Owlalo?
Very-
Foul bear was pretty good.
I like that. How
Very
about an
tired.
owlalo?
Very tired looking foul bear.
So you said all the ichor's gone, right? So my hand is clean.
Yeah, all the
again?
ichor's gone. Your hand is clean.
All right.
And
So
you, at
I
this
will.
point, I would assume you have just a stabbed hand on a sword, like.
Yeah. So I was gonna hand my hand to one of those guys and tell him it's good for the soil, and just give it to him.
Mushroom soup.
Well, all I can say is we're not going anywhere till she's not knackered anymore. They are not knackered anymore. My apologies.
Thank you.
Paul, what are you giving them a hand?
Well, he could use a hand.
That is what I did. Yes.
Yes.
No sarcasm.
Before we leave, is it okay if I take one of these and bury it under a tree?
Take one of the animals?
Yes. It would be
They
very
said,
important for
"Sure."
me personally, like when something dies, like I know this wasn't like a hunt, but this was obviously a death. So, like, I need to honor this.
I mean, he kind of points out underneath the trees. He says, we do have a cemetery and a pet cemetery over there if you'd like to use that.
That would be perfect.
And would it be okay if I go bury an ale while she does that?
Absolutely. I'm sure Evelyn would love to have you.
Yeah, very good. Well, while they're busy, I'll be in the tavern.
I go over to Elric and I'm like, do you need help carrying that bear?
That would be great.
He just takes it by one hand and just like lifts it in the air and just walks over.
I'm just gonna follow you as you take the bear because I was just gonna drag a wolf because it was small. So and I'm tired. So we're gonna saunter off together to go bury the bear.
I feel like Poe would probably go with him for that, with the whole returning to the soil kind of thing they know Kinder about.
Okay, I do have a very interesting question. How are you going to dig a hole?
I got it.
With your claws? Okay.
They have claws.
They got the feats. So yeah. I feel like I should be. I mean, I'm really tired, but I feel like I should still be able to make. Granted, it's a big hole, but
It could be relaxing for somebody like yourself.
yeah, it could be a.
I'm a small thing, just like full of rage and energy. So yes, I'm probably just like before even digging a hole, I'm just like claws or my axe, just helping out, trying to just attack the ground, basically.
So that's a good question because I'm curious about how that works. Like, they are mentally tired,
Yeah.
but not physically tired.
Correct.
So
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of physically tired, but I still have 3 of my 5. So
okay.
So they're not exhausted to the point where there's no real exhaustion in the game.
Yeah.
So they would have to like be at 0 and be unconscious before it becomes a problem. That being said, you guys dig a hole. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You guys dig a hole big enough for the bear with the methods that you guys said. You go ahead and plop the bear in, say a ritual that your family does, and they cover it back up. While that's all happening, Terry, a nice barmaid, introduce yourself to the barmaid.
Yes, I do.
She introduces herself to you. She offers you a room and an ale and some dinner. And obviously, she's not going to charge you for it because you guys are doing this task for them. So they're very happy and ecstatic that you're doing it.
Well, good. I'm hoping that the ale is on the house as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything is on the
Good.
house.
Well, then I will wait for my new companions to come in and see if we can put our heads together and figure out what we're doing next.
can we tootle our way back over to the tavern?
Absolutely. You guys totally way back. Oh, go ahead. What do you
Before
want to
we go to the tavern. I grab my collapsible ladder, and I just kind of hold it with me. And then when we get to the tavern, if I need to go up, like sit down on a chair, I take my ladder out and I climb up.
Okay. You guys go to that, she offers you the same thing: food, ale, a place to stay for the night. It's not much. It's just one big room, but she has cots enough to fit everyone if need be.
I would assume I'm
Um,
sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
I mean, I'm 8.
It's
I think I'm like
it's
8
human
foot is
size, so it
small.
might be
Yeah.
uncomfortable for you. So yeah, you might
I'm
be
probably
sleeping
gonna
on the floor.
grab the bedding and throw the bedding on the ground, and then make myself like a little nest of mattress pad and whatever else is provided. Yeah.
Oh my.
He's fine if
Alright,
there's like a cat bed or something.
There's a dog bed.
Well, that works.
Yeah. How
Goldilocks.
comfortable generally are the humans with all these other non-human races?
Right, how
They're
uncomfortable
close
it
enough
is
to-
made up by-
They're close enough to ignore that it's not really that uncommon for them to not get mixed races, mixed species. So, they're not super comfortable with you guys, but they're not also being specious to you either.
We did.
They've
just say
seen them
we-
before. Yeah. I did try to sacrifice one of the sheep, but we won't talk about that. It was a failed attempt, so I get no flack for it.
Did you just notice your stream, Dave?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I've noticed my stream. I'm trying to fix it.
I was gonna say,
I don't even know where to find this stream.
couple of cameras on here got real laggy.
You
and
can go
slow,
to
and I
Twitch.
thought-
If you go to my
mine
Discord,
completely dropped out
go-
for a second.
I posted it in Discord. I'm gonna refresh my browser, so I will be right back, folks. Hold on one sec.
We have been left unattended.
All right, we're gonna find something new for next stream. So,
Next week.
Next week, I'll figure something out. Yeah, Video Ninja's been acting up for me lately. Dan, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe me and you can talk about it sometime later. See if you're having the same problem. This is weird. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Chuck Maju's camera on the stream's just.
Yeah. Chuck Muju is
It's not
definitely
nice.
doing some crazy stuff. Yeah.
And so isn't yours, Eric.
Oh yeah,
I'm-
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna
I'm
say
way-
on
yeah.
mine. It's Eric's. That's
Oh yeah.
I think I'm frozen.
yeah. But I know mine did. It completely dropped out on my screen for a second too. Mine was just gone. Nope, and I'm gone now. Oh, now I'm back.
There we go. I fixed it. Okay, cool. Sorry, folks. Gotta love technology. I found a way of fixing it though, so if it happens again, I can fix it real quick.
Anybody ever watch Max Headroom?
Yeah, yeah. It was very much like that. Just without all the other stuff in the background.
All right, so you guys take a nap. You guys basically sleep. Pipsqueak and Scrat, as you're sleeping, you get your dreams are of black oceans and black rain coming down.
My holy light was not good enough.
So, and you wake to a ball of sweat, like you've had a panic dream. It's like waking up from a dream that you
No doubt.
fell over on the bed or something like that.
This is way beyond my experience. Like, I'm a city dweller. I'm casting the occasional illusion to get my way and trick people.
I lost Eric.
Yep.
Yep.
I just lost his audio. but
Yeah.
I still
Can you
have
refresh?
his video.
Refresh. I think I know what happened. That was my fault. Anyway, so you guys wake up in that stress stream.
Is that
It
better?
was just me and the short one, right?
Just you
That
and the
we're doing?
short one, yeah. Because you guys were the only ones touched by the ichor. Yes, that is better. Thank you.
Okay. I was just saying, my dreams. I'm panic stricken. This is nothing I've been prepared for. I have no idea how to handle any of this. Very nervous, a little stressed about taking this job, and thinking I should quit.
Already quitting the campaign as it starts. Okay.
Oh no, just this job. Street magic sounds a lot better to me right now.
So you guys wake up in the early morning. The sun is coming up. It's bright and sunny. Again, a very clear, sunny day. You hear the chickens caw and the sheep baa, and you're woken up to a full breakfast of sausage, bacon, and eggs with a nice croissant bread that the innkeeper makes. And they mill the flour right there in the mill, so you get a nice fresh dinner. Are you all meat eaters? I didn't ask that.
I was gonna ask if Eno can even eat. Period. Like
They can, yes.
okay. Well, he would probably consume anything and everything in that case.
Have our pools refreshed?
Yes, all of your pools. Go ahead, and the way you can do this quickly is if
It's
you
the
go to your
roll.
character and the character sheet. Yep, there's a you got it.
Little refresh button. Yep.
Yep, should be like a sleeping guy. If you click that, it should refresh everything.
And I should have a new limb, right? Because I get
You
one.
should
after
have a new limb.
Reword it.
Yes.
Yep. Because we got a good rest. Yeah.
That's
You
quick.
guys got a good rest, so you guys definitely it's overnight. It's 8 hours of sleep. He regenerates it.
That's I love that.
He can only do it once though per scene, per session. So it's important.
No more
that he
chopping
does it
up
at the
limbs.
right time.
I didn't think I was going to use it that fast.
I didn't either. All right, so
Wait.
you guys are taking off for the day, or is there anything you want to do here? Like maybe go visit the blacksmith and get weapons that are ranged.
Aye, that's what I was thinking about. A couple more daggers would be helpful. Maybe 10 more.
Yeah, I think we should swing by the blacksmith.
We also need like a giant bow that I can fit in, and then maybe someone can,
So
A speak bow?
I would absolutely donate some gold to the cause of making a sling for the little one that I could just. Because Poe's like big strong guy, right? He was hauling stone and all that stuff.
I never asked, how much money do we have?
Yeah, I was
Anything?
gonna ask that.
Because I'm dirt broke.
You have, let's say you guys all have about 100 gold on you.
A
You guys
piece?
aren't a piece. You guys aren't super
All right.
rich because gold isn't like D&D gold in this scenario. It's not like you're super rich. Because like the meal that you had would have been like 4 gold.
Mhm.
So, but you're not poor either. You guys have been adventuring for a little bit.
All right. Let's just bet a crack.
And they paid you up front.
What other buildings do we know are in town? So obviously you've mentioned the blacksmith, but have we noticed any other structures in town, or have
You
we
have the
any?
church.
Okay.
You have the church right here.
Okay.
You have the old mill.
Okay.
You have the blacksmith and the fisherman. They share
Okay.
a place. The blacksmith also, this is his workshop. And then you have the town center, and then you just got a couple houses for some of the other people. So that's what you have in this town.
So a very, very small town.
Yeah, little village.
Yeah, and in fact, they don't even have a priest for the church at the moment.
Do they have any healing potions, something like that? Because I wouldn't mind.
Not in this town. Yeah, you can definitely purchase 10 daggers. That's fine.
How much does that run me?
50 gold.
All right, 50 gold it is. Well, after a good kip, I'd like to start the day with an ale. So I'll grab one of those while the rest of them shop.
What does everybody else want from the blacksmith? Anybody else want anything from the blacksmith?
What does the blacksmith have?
Most everything like that. Let me rephrase that. He has some bows. He has some. I'm speaking ranged. He has one crossbow that he happened to get from an adventurer that was passing by that wanted to sell it. He has crossbow bolts and arrows that he's made. He has one suit of plate mail that he does have, and then he has a couple shields that he's made. He has, let's say, most of his stuff is horse stuff, like for working the horses and that type of stuff. So that's pretty much all he has for weapons.
So can we have a special harness made for the little guy that has handles I can grab and toss him? A boon to tossing.
Yes.
That he just wears all the time.
Like an addle that he could fit in.
Yes, but it's going to take a day to make.
I'm fine.
Because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything that he can.
He doesn't already have one to like a.
He doesn't already have one, so he'd have to make it.
How much is the crossbow and bolts?
The crossbow would be 25 gold. If you wanted 20 crossbows, it would be another 10. So 30 total.
Okay. And would it be a lark sized, or would it be kind of ridiculous?
It's human size, so it wouldn't be unreasonable for you to use it, but it's not super large.
Okay. I am going to spend 30 to pick up. Now knowing that there's this gunk, it's more important that I can stay out of range so that I can help as much as possible. So
Alright, I will add that to your character sheet for you.
Okay.
A child carrier. That is not what I'm asking for, Rex. He just needs handles on him. I don't want to carry him.
Oh, but think of the time you'd be able to spend together.
Nope.
Getting close and getting to know one another.
I need a method to get him away.
There's a bonding to that, they say, you know.
No, I want a harness.
Now see, we could get a harness for him, and I could put a chain on it and swing him around like a ball and chain.
Just let him go as he.
I was thinking a fishing rod, but I don't know if they have one.
I go up to the blacksmith and I'm like, "Do you have any like special suit that can protect me from like black gooey stuff? Like I'm trying to think of like a fantasy equivalent of like a Tyvek suit."
He reaches over and pulls like a baby's like pajama, one-piece pajama suit.
Onesie.
He's like, a onesie. I have this from my son, but it's like 5 years old.
I'll take it. How much?
You can have it. I was
Oh,
planning on using it as a wipe.
no, he uses this will protect me from black gooey stuff.
Sure, it will.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And then he runs off.
So, do you guys want to spend a day waiting for that
No.
harness to be made?
Well,
No.
I'll just put in my 2 cents. So my thought is we've got a little girl out there, and the quicker we get out there to save her, the better. With all due respect, I like to get paid. It's not just that. There's a little girl, so I feel like we've got to get going. Because if the last thing I want is her blood on my hands because we waited too long shopping.
I agree. I think we need to go look for the wee cub, and then our device to toss Pipsqueak will be ready when we come back.
Yes.
That makes
Okay.
sense to me.
So, just so you know, Choco, the way ranged weapons work, there's an ammo spot, but that ammo spot is not the amount of ammo it has. It's how many shots you can make without reloading. And reloading takes 2 action points.
Okay.
So, keep that in mind.
So handy, but not very handy.
Correct.
Gotcha.
There are feats you could take at higher levels that you could reduce that.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are going to go continue into the forest.
Well, I was going to make a suggestion. I have nothing
Sure.
to offer here. I don't track. This isn't my part of the world. So I was hoping one of you might know how to track these animals that just traversed their way through the forest. Surely they left a trail. These things aren't
I
trying
would
to be careful.
assume I would be able to do that, just species alone.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes, I can absolutely help with the tracking.
I'm behind her. Them. My apologies. I'm going to get this right. I
It's all
promise.
right. It could. I understand.
Spend too much time among humans. And, bigoted humans. There's a lot of that.
I don't think it's a phone ring. It might have been. Did I activate something and you guys can't see?
I don't know. The
did.
map is gone. Yeah.
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 All right, that's all right. We'll leave it black for a sec. So you guys are going to travel for a day. Travel the day trying to get to their cabin, to their lodge. I would love for someone to roll me a physical check to see how well you are tracking them.
I will
Would that-
because
Okay.
I am pretty good.
If you wanted to do it, Choco, with a mental, you could do that. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me do that. I'm gonna do that. Yep. There we go. Let's see how that goes. A little bit better.
9 is enough. You guys do manage to find the hunting trail, so you manage to follow their steps. You get to a. I wasn't expecting you guys to get there so fast, but we're gonna do that anyways. Hold on one sec. Let me get you guys all on the board here.
Well, as we're walking, I was going to inquire of my companions. Did you happen to see the Night of the Falling Stars?
Yes. I
'Cause
was.
I
intensely
didn't.
watching it.
I only ask because I heard about it the following morning, and it didn't sound like that big a deal. You see things, the falling stars, they happen, and we make a wish, we think it's the gods or whatever, garbage like that, no offense. But I hadn't heard that there was some kind of, I don't know, something
It
hit.
was, yes. Well, you know what it normally looks like when you have falling stars, right?
Yeah, you see it you can't really see them that well in the city, which is what I'm from. But you see them, they disappear and they're gone. But then the next morning, I heard that people talking about things hitting the ground.
I heard that too. I didn't see it, but it was not like any falling star night that I've ever witnessed before. This was definitely something that felt out of balance.
Do you think those things had something to do with those weird falling stars?
I am starting to think that they might have. We probably should have asked more questions about if anything hit nearby the town. But it is suspicious that something happened that was so different, and now we have this black goo.
Aye, it's a mad yoke. These things, they're Yankee in ways I've never seen. They look like something out of the sewer.
Yeah, that was not a normal wolf-or bear. That was definitely not okay.
I'm thinking more about the hand. The hand was really weird.
Yeah, generally when you chop a limb off, it stays dead.
So now I was looking at the thing. Technically, you can remove and control your limb in hand. So that would have been perfectly normal for me.
You can.
I didn't know this.
I didn't know that either.
That is awesome.
You're like, it was just an average Tuesday.
Yeah.
I am in my mind, like seriously, in Terry's mind, he's thinking of all the ways he could accomplish some petty theft using that ability.
Oh no. So many.
So you guys are walking through about mid-afternoon, and I would like you all to make a perception check, which is going to be a physical check because you guys are all using your eyes to do this. So please
just
roll
roll
me
physical?
a physical check. Yep,
All right, so on physical, you just click on the word physical to do that, right?
correct. Yep.
Was it my first roll or the one that got bumped?
It was the first roll.
Okay.
All right, so Pipsqueak, they're all tracking and trying to hunt, and you were trying to track, but you're not doing well. And then you happen to look up, and you see a big shadow across the sky, fly across the sky.
Guys, there's like a big flying thing flying across the sky. That's bigger than me, but in relation, everything's bigger than me, and now it's just getting me angry.
All
Alright, I gotta.
Do we see anything when we look up, or is it gone?
You guys all look up, and it's not quite gone, but it's definitely black and dark. And you guys kind of see like this dragon-like character fly across the sky.
But
Do we
any
have
of us
any-
recognize it?
Roll me a mental check if you would like to know if you do recognize it.
Mental check.
And
I have been around the block a couple times.
Mental check. I do not recognize it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Terry and Poe, you have both heard stories of the six dragons. The six dragons are now my dragons are not scaly reptilian dragons. They are very much cat-like creatures that they were created, especially Terry knows this, they were created by the gods to watch over the lands.
Swat
So
things
sort of
off
connected
tables.
to the natural world in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Guardians of the natural order kind of thing.
What was that, Neil?
I was making a joke. You were like to protect things, and I'm like swat, and also to swat things off tables.
They've been known to do that too.
Yeah.
But yes, so you know that this particular dragon that you saw, you know, is named Gloonsmith, and typically she's not found in this area, but her sibling is, and her sibling is a Lilith. Now, you know that Gloomsmith, because you got an 11, this is the reason why you have so much of this, Eric. You know Gloomsmith is the Dragon of Shadows, and you know a Lilith is the Dragon of Cold.
Okay. Are they the kind of thing that we should avoid, or a friend we should, connect with?
They're pretty close to godly in power.
Avoid.
That doesn't answer the question.
I'm thinking avoid just in my general.
Yeah, the cleric is like, that could be fine. It could also be.
You know, these
that
particular dragons tend to be helpful to the world, these two, but not all of them are helpful to the world.
These two are.
Yes.
That was Gloomsmith, which means, I think, and I'm just interpreting here, I'm just tossing this out, I think that it's connected to the stars. That's what I'm thinking. Because she wouldn't be here. I mean, typically she's off doing shadow things in other parts of the world. So maybe they're having a mating. I don't know. I don't know.
We can see.
This is all way out of my comfort zone. I'm being serious here.
Do you know if
she's really uncomfortable?
Is she helpful? Is she friendly? Is she someone we could...
I mean, unless you're the kind of person that likes to destroy the world.
I mean,
she's not helpful for them,
but she... should she know about what we found in that village?
The people on my side of the fence, the ones who spend a lot of time in the shadows, we kind of think of her as, a bit of a patron. So, perhaps, I don't know, maybe there is some help to be gained. But I wouldn't know how to talk to her. That's more your bailiwick.
I am happy to try and speak with her, especially if we have information that's useful. She might have information that's useful for us in turn.
Well, she just flew overhead, so anybody notice where she went?
Do we know how to summon her? Is it like an actual cat where you just go treat, 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 and then they come?
Psst, 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 psst.
Yeah.
No,
I've got to
there's no real way of summoning her that you guys know of.
Yeah.
Did we see where she landed, or did she just fly over?
She just flied over. That's all.
Are we going in the general direction that she was flying?
You are going in the general direction that she was flying, and I am changing the map. I am on this map too early, just so you guys know.
We never saw.
All I can say, if that's really Gloomsmith and not my eyes playing tricks on me, because yesterday I saw a bear covered in goo, I would say, if she wants to find us, she will. Our best bet is to stay focused on the task at hand. We need to find this little girl.
There is a weak hub we need to find.
Aye. And the hunters, if we can bring them all back, that could be a good thing too.
So you guys travel a little bit further. It's you travel for the rest of the day, actually. You're traveling. You decide it's getting late. Sun's starting to set. It's probably time to set camp.
So no sign of the hunters or the little girl anywhere
No
along
sign
the way.
of the hunters or along the way. But you do
Any
find a nice place to
strange-looking
camp.
squirrels covered in goo or anything like that?
Strange-looking
squirrels covered in goo or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. You don't see any of
Any
that.
impact zones that we
No.
like?
No, nothing that you see on your trip.
Have we noticed any great trees that I could potentially try and commune with?
Yes, when you get to your camp, you find a great tree. With that, let's activate this.
Now,
so you guys
were
can
we
see
sort
it.
of, doing like the spiral search thing? Is that kind of what we're doing, going around in circles looking for these hunters? Like, how are we searching? I assume it's not in a straight line, because we don't really have anywhere to go.
Well, you have the hunting lodge that you're aiming for.
Oh, the hunting lodge. I gotcha. Thinking they may be hiding out there.
Correct. That's my thought process. If you guys want to do a circling pattern, we can do that. It doesn't really affect matters, but
I think Terry would be, thinking about at least straying off the trail a bit to look for any signs of life. That's all. See if they were,
Yeah, I assumed that in the process of tracking, we were also following evidence that there had been people on that path. So
So we found a pool. That's good.
you find a pool of water and a lake, and I am upset that my music that I have for this, my sound. Oh, there it is.
No, I can hear
Oh,
that.
I hear it.
No,
I
no,
hear it.
No. I was looking for something else. All right, so you guys make camp. Who's taking first watch?
wait, was there a tree I could talk to?
Absolutely, there is a tree. You got the one right next to you. That's a great tree, and there's one over here that is. I can't seem to ping because I'm not on the right thing. There's this one here, and there's one right next to you.
I think
So.
I would pick the largest, friendliest one, or the one that resonated the most with me to try and commune with.
This one here, the one on the far distance, seems to be it has flowers growing on it, and it seems to be a little bit more friendly.
Okay, can I speak with that one?
Yeah, go ahead and speak with that one. You don't. Go ahead and roll me a mental check. And with a boon. All right. It's kind of wakes up in your head. Oh.
Hello, friend. How are you?
Tired.
We are too. I don't want to bother you, but we've noticed something strange, so I wanted to sort of see if you've seen anything strange.
Danger in the woods.
In the woods. We've noticed danger too. It was black and sickness-like.
Disease coming towards us. Ever coming towards us.
Do you know where it came from?
High into the mountains.
Did it start on the night of the starfall?
Shooting lights in the sky.
Is there anything else you know?
Beware. It can control you.
We noticed that. We also noticed that holy light was able to defeat it.
The weaker of the beings, yes.
Do you know what could defeat the stronger of the beings?
No. Even my brothers have fallen to their might.
The great trees?
Yes.
Has anyone told the rest of my kind?
It's getting there. Messages travel slowly through trees.
I know. If If it's possible, if you could get the words out to the clans, that would be appreciated.
Long ways away the clans are, but it will get there.
Okay, thank you. I hope you get a nice rest and stay safe.
And a small flower blooms in front of you with a small little puddle of water.
Okay. Is that something that I would take?
It's not something that normally happens
Okay.
after talking to the great tree.
Is the great tree still awake?
It kind of fell back to sleep, but it does feel like it's an offering.
Okay, I will accept the offering.
Okay, are you going to drink it now, or are you going to put it in something to save it?
Do I have something I could put? Do I have a little flask I could put it in?
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and give you
Okay,
a flask.
I would like to put it in a little flask.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you a consumable. That's called
And I don't
Great
know what-
Tree.
Okay, and I wouldn't know what this is, but I would trust it because it came from a great tree.
Correct.
Now, would Poe, being of plant nature himself, have any intuition on what it is, or?
No, not really.
Dang.
Honestly, she would have, they would have more, say than understanding than you would in that situation.
Would I know that this was something that everybody could consume, or would it be just me that should be consuming it?
You know it was offered to you.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so I back away from the tree and I kind of return to everybody. Okay, everybody, I just had a conversation with the great tree and it's very concerning, but I did find out some things from it. So the great tree said that there's danger in the woods and that it came from up high by the mountains, and it sounds like it came from the night of the lights in the sky. So I think they're talking about like whatever that was on the bear and the wolves, and that we were right, and it started around the night of the falling stars, and I can't believe it, but it told me that it's taking out like some of the largest of the great trees, which is just I can't wrap my head around how that's possible. And they said that, like, I told them that my holy light was able to defeat it, and they wanted to make sure that I was careful and that I knew that that would only defeat the lesser of the beings. It called it a being, and that it wouldn't defeat the greater ones. And then it left me an offering, which, like, we talk to the great trees a lot, but they don't usually give you an offering at the end. It was a very strange conversation.
So the sun is setting now as that conversation happens.
Well, I guess Terry will offer to take first watch.
Oh, well, if we're at that point, I was gonna throw Poe at that, because this is kind of like the whole reason he's adventuring is getting to see the nature. It looks like we're in a very pretty spot, so he's pretty enamored with all of it at the moment.
Oh.
So, yeah. He might not be a very good watch, but I mean, he'll be awake.
And fair warning, Shoko, this might be loud, so I'm not sure if this is going to be loud. But
Okay.
I wanted to give you a fair warning.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, you guys are going to sleep. Poe is staying up and looking at nature and enjoying nature. And, Poe, you start hearing some crying sounds. Some, looking for that help if I play the right one.
I hear it.
You hear some crying sounds coming from randomly in the woods, like it's kind of encirculating you.
Terry will come out of the tent.
Yeah, I was like, does everybody hear, or is it just me?
You're the only one on things. Everybody else can make me a physical check if they want to see if they can hear it.
Alright. Because I want to start waking them up anyway. Rather abruptly, because I have no text.
Alright. Terry, Neil, you, Pipsqueak sees it, Terry, you hear it, and Alaric, you both all hear it. And as you guys wake up and come out, on the rock from the distance, you see a ghostly figure of a girl crying.
Can I spirit something? I got spirit something.
You got ghostly sight.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
You can definitely cast that, but I will say that everyone sees it.
Poe
Okay, so it
will look
wouldn't be a benefit. It wouldn't give me anything other
It
than.
will give you a boon to talking to her if you wanted to talk to her. I will give you that.
Is that a ghost?
It is a ghost, yes.
I don't like ghosts because they scare me.
Say
Terry
Poe.
is suspicious this might be an illusion. So I'm looking around to see if anybody's casting this.
Make a mental check for me. With a boon, because you have illusion. You know for sure that this is too lifelike to be an illusion.
Okay. That's, well, never seen one before. Not that I can be sure of. But that's no magic trick of the eyes. Whatever it is, it's real.
I don't like ghosts. They scare me.
So
How?
Poe thinks that Poe doesn't really understand the whole magic thing, so he thinks Terry is a ghost and doesn't understand why he doesn't just go talk to it after seeing Terry disappear at the beginning.
You say you want me to talk to her?
I'm happy to try and talk to her. Okay. I'm gonna. Can I tootle my way over there? Or
Sure.
closer over there? Okay. I
You
can.
can.
Move, what, 30 feet? 30 feet?
Yeah.
Hello?
As you say hello, the crying suddenly stops. And you hear...
I didn't mean to come this far. I was just looking for him. My brother.
I don't hear
He went
anything.
into the woods
You don't hear anything?
after the light.
I hear it.
They said the light was beautiful, but it wasn't.
I might have
Not for him.
preemptively.
Not for anyone.
Hold on.
He didn't
Oh,
come
that's
back.
right. You turned it all
No one
down
did.
in our last test session.
I had to
Here, I'll start over when you...
Okay,
when
thank you.
get-
I turned it back up. You're good.
Okay.
I didn't mean to come this far. I was just looking for him. My brother. He went into the woods after the light. They said the light was beautiful, but it wasn't. Not for him. Not for anyone. He didn't come back. No one did. I had to find him. I had to... There's something out there. The trees. They whispered to me. Twisted, broken things moved in the shadows. And then I heard him. I thought I did. I followed his voice, but it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. It was something else. Something dark. I felt it watching me, crawling inside my mind. I ran, but it was too late. It found me. It twisted me, like the others, like the animals, the people. I tried to fight, but I'm trapped here. I can feel it pulling me back to the crash. It's calling me. It wants me. It wants everything. Please, find him. Find my brother's body. He's still out there. I can't leave until you stop it. Until the darkness is gone. It's growing stronger every day. It's getting closer. Please, hurry before it takes you too.
So, translation, so for the people who might have not heard. I'm only going to summarize it because I'm not going to say the whole thing. Basically, she said that she went out looking for her brother, and suddenly the trees and the woods became twisted around her, and there was this beast that was chasing her, and she ran, but she didn't get far enough, and it got a hold of her. And she's begging you to go find her brother, who she still feels is alive.
Alar's gonna turn around to Terry and ask, "Is this a human cub?"
It was. I think. She looks to be about 11, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, 100%. She looks. This is the little girl.
This is the little girl. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she didn't make it. Which makes me think maybe this is a bad idea? Like, I don't know. I've got no experience with, lights from the sky and strange things destroying the woods and ghostly little girls. So here's what I'm thinking.
That the trees were dark and menacing is not a good sign. The trees are
That-
not dark and menacing.
Exactly. See, you were simpatico. I'm telling you, you and I were thinking just alike. I think we go back.
I don't think we go back. This is definitely an imbalance of nature, and if we have the ability to figure out what's going on and set the balance right, we have to do it, or we at least have to warn everybody. The trees can't get the word out fast enough. It's going to take them a very long time to get the word out to the clans, and then the clans have to get the word out to the rest of the species, and that's going to take time.
Aye. You're probably right.
Little girl?
I'm not going to turn it back on just because it might be distracting, but she begins crying again. And that's all the response you get from her.
Okay.
How did we ever get in this? Fine. What direction did she point when she was talking?
Did you
Same direction. I will give you a direction. She points to a direction, and that direction is pretty much the same direction that you were heading in.
Aye. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to do it at night.
I don't want to do it at night either. Is there anything else that we notice in the clearing or around her or about her?
Her clothes are tattered and torn.
Okay.
Which you wouldn't expect necessarily for somebody who lives out in the woods.
If she had been running through a forest,
Besides that, no, there's not much more you see of her. Or from
anything
her.
else in the area? Because she's here, so unless she's wandered here as a spirit, she's here, so...
This is a popular fishing hole for the town. You would know that. So it's possible that she has some memories here.
Okay, so spiritually she might have been linked and just sort of popped over here.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it past the dragon. You see what I mean? She's the dragon of shadow. That's a ghost. It's trying to, guide us in one particular direction. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking dragons is involved with... This is really odd stuff. All from the beginning to the end. But I ain't sleeping with a crying ghost.
Then are we leaving?
I don't know.
We either head into the woods with the dark, menacing whatever it is, or we stay here with her.
I can't even sleep when there's a baby crying in the inn, much less on a rock right outside my tent.
Was the dragon flying in the direction that the girl has given us to go in?
The dragon was flying in centrical circles, so it wasn't a particular direction.
This
yes.
area? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Harry, do you know how to summon these dragons?
No.
You might as well have asked me if I could sing opera. No, I can't.
Can you sing opera?
Godlike, is there a way that I could call out to her?
No, because they're not gods.
Okay. And they're not adjacent enough that they'd be like,
correct.
What is that? Okay.
Correct.
We're not sleeping here, so I'll leave it to the other two of you. Y'all can decide where we go, but we can't sleep. I just don't want to go hiking around in the dark looking for dark things that kill little girls and turn trees into monsters.
So what we're all getting here is Harry is kind of a coward.
This is a house.
It's not that I'm a coward.
The ghost is a coward.
Cautious. I'm just cautious.
I mean, the only reason my character wants to run in there is they've got like that whole morality balance complex going that what's better for the clan is better for the clan, and you don't act.
He's not a coward, just a realist.
I'm cautious. I don't like to think of myself as a coward.
You have self-preservation, and I come from a species that puts the group before the singular. So, you know.
There are things that matter, and there are things that don't. And what matters now is we don't die.
Neil, you place your face in the water?
Yes.
Roll me a mental check, please.
Randomly throwing the okay, great. What's under the water? That's not great. But now we know there's something under the water.
You have visions of darkness and hauntings and this black ichor that looks like spider webs coming down from trees moving across the ground.
He takes his head. A bad dream again. I don't like it.
What did you dream?
Black spiderwebs, the black ichor, that, comes down from the trees, and it's just bad. I don't like it. I had that dream the other night too.
You've had this dream before?
Yeah, the other night after I got that goo on me.
After the wolf and the bear?
Yes.
It's concerning that the cleansing didn't completely cleanse you.
I take my face and I put it back in the water, and I just try to look down to see if there's like any of that stuff in the water.
So you're looking, and your vision fades, and what you see are icky, gooey ichor hands reaching out to trying to grasp you.
I take my face out of the water. There's like gooey hands inside this water.
That's not good.
Yeah.
No. I'll back away from the water.
Poe's looking. He's not sticking his head in the water, but he's looking down there.
You can actually see to almost the bottom, Poe. There's not any kind of black ichor or anything inside that water.
So it's just in his head. Going back to the offering that I got, would I have any vibe as to whether or not that needed to be consumed immediately, or whether it would be more important to hold that?
You get the feeling that it might be better to hold it.
Okay. And I'm gonna slide that back into his little pocket.
Avenue Studio says that we're doing a drinking game every time someone says Icker.
Icker. Good to know.
Icker.
Fine, we'll change it. Snot. Black snot.
Do we stay here tonight, or do we continue? How long did we sleep, by the way? Was that like
maybe
we all just fell asleep and...
you just fell asleep in it was first watch, so you just fell asleep.
So we're exhausted.
You're tired, yeah.
Is the kid still crying? Just checking.
Yeah, it's quieter, but she's definitely still there.
There's still a ghost sitting on.
We probably
Okay.
need to sleep. We're gonna need to be rested.
Okay with this. I am not okay with this. There is a dead spirit. There is an undead child sitting on a rock by my tent.
And the funny thing is, you're probably the only one in this group that's like, and that's a problem?
What?
Everyone else is like...
Poe's confused why the ghost is
right?
concerned
Apparently,
about the
yeah,
other ghosts.
humans do this all the time. They die and then they sit on rocks next to tents. Maybe we should travel a bit of ways. I don't know. Maybe get to this lodge. I don't know.
I'm fine with attempting to finish the way to the lodge.
Aye.
All right,
Sleeping
so you
here
guys are
wasn't
going
enough.
to continue.
Gonna have to.
We're gonna
Nobody
try.
sleeping tonight.
Okay. And folks, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Join us next week when we figure out if they actually make it to the lodge or not.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
All because
We make it to the lodge.
dead girl sobbing on a
Yeah.
rock.
We figure out new words to say black ichor. For next week, we should also determine how long the girl will stay on the rock. Just a scientific experiment.
Leave someone to watch.
All right, so so far this is the echo. So this is the Echoes of the Fallen Star. Is going to be a part of a stretch goal for the campaign that we're running for this game, which is going to be I'm typing in the address right now, which I should. If you go there, you can sign up for more data on it and more information as it comes available. We are going to be doing this probably for a while, I hope. And thank you guys for joining me. It was a blast.
Yeah, it's fun.
Super fun.
Guys, we do have merch on Grimwood.games. We also have listings for Ironbound and Plaguebound there. Go ahead and go visit Grimwood.games to find out everything. I noticed, but you all have a really good camera quality tonight.
Except for when we were all like...
Except for when we were jutting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But besides that, I'm going to try to look for something else. There's one other product that I know that works well. I'm hesitant to switch to it because I have to get rid of OBS again. But I'll figure that out before next week. But you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for joining us in chat. It was a really good, entertaining chat today. And guys, have a wonderful day.